Alright, what's going on, guys? And I'm back with another video. Now, I know I said on one of my previous videos that I was going to be done with the drama. And I still plan on doing that, right? And I know there's going to be people that, oh, well, you said it was going to be your last video, blah, blah, blah. You know, your last drama video. You know, it's so easy to say that coming from people who instigate the shit. You know, when it comes to Ricky, I wasn't going to address it. I was just going to let that slide. But since there was a conversation between Hiroshi and Will, where Daniel actually did bring up some things that I actually said, because unlike other people, Daniel actually watched the video and actually listened to what I had to say. Not leave a comment on my channel without watching the whole fucking thing, like Will did, asking me questions when I tried to explain to the motherfucker years ago who Ricky was. But he decided, and I warned him on his own live chat about Ricky and what he does, because Ricky was doing the same shit that he did a few weeks ago, which was go to Will's live stream, talking shit behind sock accounts, pretending like that he's not him. But I already know, like, dude, I know your trick. I know your game at this fucking point, man. And, you know, how convenient, right? You on that video that you did, that you put on private, where you talked about how Zubair's changed and he's grown up. How funny, because the troll account that popped up on Will's channel did the same fucking thing. I mean, you sure as hell haven't grown up. you sure as hell, like, dude, you're the last motherfucker that should be criticizing or telling people, you know, who's changed and who's matured when you haven't even done that yourself, you know. But I know what you were trying to do, and it's just so crazy to me how these people, they take what I say and spin it. Other people misquote me. Other people say something that I didn't even say. And people just run with it without watching the full video. And what gets me is Will commented on my video asking who Ricky was. But what parts of the video did he even watch? Did he even watch the whole fucking thing? Because I know on his live stream he's still running with this whole I trolled him because of what happened with Ambrosia Cat. That had nothing to do with it. And I'm not gonna explain myself again, because it's just going to piss me off even more, because I'm done explaining the bullshit that I've already fucking explained. But no, let's not listen to what I have to actually listen and pay attention to the video itself. No, instead, take what I say and just run with it, you know, and spin it and just run with it. When I didn't even fucking say the bullshit. Now, when it comes to the suicidal shit, right? When it comes to the suicidal shit, I did not ask Will how would he feel if I killed myself. I never fucking said that. What I said was, how would he feel if a clone of me did it? A clone of me did it. Like, I'm just done explaining my fucking self. It's oh, man. I said, what if a clone of me did it? And what I was talking about with the whole suicidal thing about me killing myself, what I said was that if I was a suicidal person, like let's generalize suicidal people, right? People who kill themselves, right? Usually it's because, you know, because of stress in life, and like they feel they just can't handle it, you know, stuff like that. And then you got other people who criticize, you know, those same people, right? People who kill them, you know, they get sensitive to the point where they do kill themselves. So what I was trying to say when it comes to when it comes to that, was saying, if I was a suicidal person, and because the way Will was talking on Omega stream, like he was trying to make me feel bad about myself. That was his intention. That's what he was trying to do. And I've already said before that there have been people that have said my videos are boring and that I suck, whatever the case may be. Like it ain't shit. I was saying the way Will was talking and the way Will was saying it was him trying to feel bad about myself. So what I was trying to say is, how would you feel if somebody that you've never met in your life, that was the same exact person as me, that had never did shit to you, how would you feel if that person killed themselves? Now, I was just gonna let this slide, but since Daniel and Will had a conversation about Charley ranking, it's like, hey, you know what? Let me fucking address it. Because I'm sick and tired of people not listening to my fucking. It seems to me out of this situation, because I'm gonna be bringing up Daniel and Will. It seems to me out of the bunch, Daniel's the only one who watched the video. I mean, I know the Asylum, Dark Horse, whoever, they watched the whole thing. Well, if they didn't watch the whole thing, they watched, most of it or maybe even half of it. I don't know. That's them. But I know they listen to what I had to say. But it seems to me out of us, Daniel was the only one who actually watched the video in full. Well, maybe not in full, but, to the point where he understood where I was coming from. That's what I'm trying to say. He watched the video, he listened to what I had to say. And again, I was gonna let it slide when it comes to Ricky. But Daniel brought up things on the from my video that Will never addressed. And my main focus when it comes to Will was, why did he leave a comment on my channel about Charley Ranking's death saying, hey, you did a good thing? Why go from that to, oh, you're a troll, that you did this to me, blah, 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 blah. It's like, you see how that makes no fucking sense? You're gonna say I did a good thing, but then the next day you're criticizing me, and now all of a sudden, you know what? Let's just get to the audio.
What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about? All right. Well, why are you talking shit, for one?
What am I talking shit about?
You were on the live stream. You got that ambiguous archive guy sending me fucking videos and shit, and you can't happen to
stumble across. That's him. That's not me. It's not me.
Yeah, but you're still talking shit. That's the problem, Will.
Well, so yeah, but you talk shit about me all the time.
Why can't you talk shit about everybody else? Hold on, you talk shit about everybody else. How many times have you mentioned Mr. Rick and Jay and all of them? How many times have you mentioned them when they don't even do anything?
How many times have they mentioned me in 10 years? Can you count how many times?
And how many times have they... Why don't you answer that? Why don't you answer your own question? That's what I'm saying. How many times have they mentioned...
Answer my own question.
I'm talking about this year. I'm talking about this year. I'm not even talking about 10 years ago. I'm talking about this fucking year. I'm not even talking...
This year? Yeah. 3 to my 1.
3 by 1? Wait.
3 to my 1. I was mentioned 3 times to my 1.
That's a lie. So we brought you up 3 times and you brought us up once. No. If I did bring you up 3 times, it's because you said something. I didn't just do it just to do it. So get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, just shut the fuck up.
And here's the fucking thing. My name gets mentioned a whole lot more times than that. But here's the thing, and here's the difference between myself and people like you and Reek and Jay. Just because my name is mentioned doesn't mean I have to make a fucking video on you. That's what you guys do. It's not what I do.
And again, this is easy coming from people who actually do talk shit. And then once you respond, then they make you as if, you're crazy for responding to them. No matter if Daniel does it or if I do it. Like, if somebody brings me up and again, it has nothing to do with you actually bringing our names up. Me speaking for myself, it's about you bringing up past shit. So let me get this straight. Oh, why are you even doing a video every time your name's brought up? Okay, why are you bringing me up when I haven't done shit to you? Why are you bringing up past shit that's been past shit? I could turn the shit right back around to you. Why you criticizing me over shit that's already been done and said? I like how this dude, like he throws it out there like as if I'm the one not letting shit go. It's like, dude, you're running your mouth. You're the one talking. I'm responding to you. You know? Like, what's wrong? Like, if somebody, it's not the fact that you bring my name up. It's the fact that you're bringing up past shit, and I don't know why. So you're going to criticize me and Daniel for doing a video anytime somebody brings us up. But there's no problem with you bringing up past shit that when I haven't even done shit to you since. I haven't trolled you since. Like, I would understand it, like, if I was on video talking shit about you, on videos and stuff, and you decided to respond. But no, you at times bring me up and bring up past shit when, again, it's past shit, and I respond to it. And then you have the nerve to ask what my problem is? What's your problem? What's your fucking problem? I'm not the one bringing you up. You're bringing me up, and I'm responding. Point blank, period. But you know what's funny? Listening to what Will had to say, right? So Will was gonna sit there and say that, or if I do a video, or if I mention you, it doesn't mean I have to make a video. But how funny, because I brought you up on Mr. Money AD's comment section, and you decided to not only respond to Money AD when he did his video, but bring me up, bring up my comment. So why even bring me up? You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I could say the same fucking thing for you. And then you had an issue with me, because I remember going back to it, you were saying, there's no growing, bringing me up. It's like, wait a minute. You're going to criticize me for responding to you, but you're going to respond to what I had to say in a comment section. You know what I mean? Like, this whole why do you care bullshit, like, get the fuck out of here, man. You truly give a fuck.
Take a talking shit. You do this, dude. You talk shit about anybody. You shoot from the hip without even knowing who you're shooting. You talk like didn't Mr. Ricky J made peace with, like, you said you appreciated Mr. Hold on. You're on my stream. You're not gonna talk over me. All right.
Okay.
All right. Listen, didn't Mr. Ricky J make a video giving pretty much paying homage to Charley Rant King, who I last had communication
after trolling him for just the amount of the same time that he's trolling me?
That's not true. I did not troll Charley the same amount of time that I trolled you. That's false. This shit started what, 2016? You like to go back to 2015. No, it's 2016. The Ambrosi Cat stuff, the Heel Cat stuff was over and done with. Everybody moved on from it. You started shit with me back in 2016. So we're gonna start there, because that's where I made the troll account. Okay? Like, enough of this bullshit going back to the first issue. It's got nothing to do with the first issue. But either way, when it comes to Charley, I didn't troll him in 2015. I didn't troll him in 2016. I didn't even troll him in 2017. And, for those of you who don't know, the Asylum, we did like a YWC video shooting on a bunch of people back in 2017 because of certain issues, right? Charley Rant King and we didn't even bring up Charley on both videos that we did, right? The Asylum did on a bunch of people. Charley was not even mentioned on any of those videos. And Charley one time, from what I heard, brought us up talking shit about us, and we didn't even bring him up. So it's like, okay, and we let that slide, and that was in 2017. Like, we just ignored it, But in 2018 is where I initially met. Well, I wouldn't say met, because again, in 2017 I've heard about what Charley said. We didn't care. But in 2018, that's where I started having interactions with Charley and, doing videos in 2018. So no, it did not start around the same time. Was there a video of Charley on the Bring Your Fat Fucks? Yeah. I believe it was 2018. Yeah, I think the same year. Because, what was it? Robert and Roman Hall had an issue. Roman Hall's channel got taken down in 2018. And Charley blamed Robert for it. And then he brought me up too when I was like, what do I have to do with it? So Charley initially was the one to bring us up first. And that's where the shit started. But when it comes to trolling Charley, I mean, if we're going to be real about it, all I did was videos. That's all I've done. I've done videos. That's it. And from what I hear, Will, you did way worse to him than I ever fucking did. But we're going to get to that.
So what am I? Am I supposed to die before he gives me some type of respect? That's not respect. Fuck that, man. Are you serious?
Trust me, the day that you die, I ain't going to do a fucking tribute video. Best believe that. There ain't going to be no tribute video.
That's you being fake.
Just because Charley passed away, now he has to give him respect? Fuck you. You didn't respect him when he was alive. Why in the fuck are you respecting him now that he passed away? That's bullshit. And shove that up your fucking ass.
Okay, so if that's the case, why did you go to my video saying I did a good thing paying respect to Charley? Like, dude, are you bipolar or something? Like, I truly believe you're bipolar. I truly believe that. Because this is not the shit that you were saying back in 2021 in December. This is not what that's not what you said. You said at the time that I did a good thing, pay respect. So all the, he never had respect for, if that's true, if that's the case, if that's the fucking case, why did you go to my channel, leaving a comment saying I did a good thing, paying respect to him? Like, what did I do from then to now for you to say that? Did I go in and talk shit about Charley after I already did a tribute and say, okay, you know what? Fuck Charley. Did I do anything like that? Like what the fuck did I do for you to just flip like that? Like, do you guys to the people who are actually going to watch the video and actually listen, do you see the hypocrisy from this fucking guy? So you're going to say I did a good thing, but then take it back and say, oh, now you respect him? Fuck off.
All right? If that's your fucking argument, take that one and run away with it, man.
Hold on. Listen. He already explained the whole thing that happened between him and Charley. They made peace after that.
Doesn't matter. He hated on him for 10 years and didn't apologize or take down a single hate video until after he passed away.
So did you. So
yeah, that's true, Daniel. Yeah, he did the same fucking thing. Or I'm saying, yeah, his friend did. But we're gonna get to that though. We're gonna, because there's something that I will be showing. But again, back to the whole thing. Oh, you did videos and then you decided to delete them. Okay, but regardless, this is not the shit you were saying back in 2021. When I initially did my video paying respect to Charley ranking, you weren't saying this shit. You were not saying this shit. You didn't even bring up, oh, did you delete the videos? Did you do any of that? Like, you never questioned me when it comes to Charley ranking. You never questioned any of this shit until now. But at that time, it didn't fucking matter. It didn't matter. Because you went to my Grand Theft Auto San Andreas live stream and you said, hey, because you made like a PS5 like joke comment, whatever the fuck. And then you decide to say, but in all seriousness, good for you, man. Pay respect to Charley ranking. But now you're going to ridicule me over me deleting my videos until after he passed away.
you sympathize with that behavior?
Hold on. You're not going to do that shit in here, Will. You can't. I hold the fucking hammer. You're not going to do that shit in here. He already explained at the stuff after his passing. They made peace behind the fucking scenes, and that's what happened. He even explained from tooth to fucking nail what happened after that whole debacle. He only called him out because he didn't agree with what happened. He said something he didn't agree with, like the Easter stuff, him saying the N word a bunch of times, and him saying that he would kill everybody. Like, that's the only times he called him out. I mean, he was holding them accountable. That's the thing. You got to hold each other accountable before you focus on others. So you can't come in here and just talk over me like that. That's not going to happen. Not when I'm the host here. Nope, not going to happen.
Okay.
So that's what he did. He explained that whole
That's
debacle.
what he did. He took the videos down after he died. After he died. Not before he died. Not after they, from what you're telling me, which I think is bullshit, that they hashed things out, because nobody knows Charley Wolfkill better than me and better than fucking Jesse. Okay? And he doesn't just let things go. They linger, okay?
Okay.
So I think you were provided false information.
How is it false information when
not just him, but the other.
Hold on. How is it false information when Mr. Ricky J himself has provided information? What information are you providing? How come you're holding this grudge towards Mr. Ricky J 10 years, from 10 years?
All right, let's get one thing clear, right? When it comes to the whole 10 years shit. Okay, first of all, like, I did not troll Will for 10 years. Like, I wasn't even around 10 years ago. Like, how the fuck you're gonna explain all this shit, right? You're gonna explain like the history between me and you, and yet you don't even have your numbers correct. You don't have your years correct. You don't have your numbers correct. Like, dude, I did not troll you for a decade. Like, that's completely false. That's just a fact. Like, I didn't even make content in 2013. I didn't even know who you were. I didn't know who Dark Horse was. I didn't know who any of you motherfuckers were. Like, I think the only people I knew were like WJ and Brad Rules, like those guys, like the more like popular channels. Other than that, I didn't know who Bringer of Rain 13 was. I didn't know who Dark Horse Purge was, or Polston or Bearstein. Like, I didn't know any of you people until 2015. Like, dude, you don't even have your years right. Like, and you're gonna sit there and criticize other people for not having their shit right. You don't even know what the issue is. But if you were to watch the video and actually listen, you would know what the issue is. But you decide not to watch or listen to that part and still go with the first shit was, well, yeah, he made a sock account of me because I got him on a live stream and it didn't turn out good. That has nothing to do with why I made the sock account. And how are you going to sit there and say, like, oh, I think you're giving false information? How would you know? You weren't even there when it happened. You weren't even there when I made peace with Charley. You weren't even there. You know? And, to correct Daniel, it wasn't behind the scenes. It was on a public video. Because Jordan Henry was doing a response to me with Charley on the panel. And I went in there and I talked with them about it. Like, and then we ended, I went my way and Charley went his way. Like, that's what happened. How are you going to say that never happened when you weren't even present in that specific situation? You weren't even there when it happened. So how can you say it's false information when, first of all, it's public knowledge? If Jordan Henry wants to, I don't know if Jordan Henry still has the video, if he put it on private or he deleted his channel, whatever the case may be. But he's a witness to this because he hosted the show. Jordan Henry hosted the show. You know what I'm saying? And there were people watching who watched Jordan Henry's videos, and some people from the asylum. They know what happened. Me and Charley, we talked it out. You know, that's what happened. Like, so, like, how can you even say that it never happened when you didn't even watch, you didn't even know that the situation even happened? You literally just said, "Oh, he never apologized for it." It's like, you don't know. You don't know your shit. You really don't know. You act like you know every fucking thing when you fucking don't. You fucking don't. You don't know everything that happens. Hate to break it to you, but you fucking don't.
You're still holding this grudge on this guy for that long. Like, dude, like, get the fuck over it. Whatever happened between him and him and Charley Rant King, that's all done. That's all fucking done. Like, get the fuck over it. Like, geez, dude. Like, whatever happened between Mr. Rican J and Charley Wolfkel was their business, not yours. That was nothing you should get involved in. But now you want to twist it, and then you want to come in here and twist it and act like Mr. Rican J's the bad guy. He provided all that proof. He has. He has provided all that proof. That he did. He actually did explain that whole thing in detail, what happened, what caused Mr. Rican J and them to go at it, like basically feud and all that stuff. Like, whatever happened between Mr. Rican J and them, that's their business. I didn't get involved in that. I didn't get involved in that business. That was not my business. So, yes, I was feuding with Mr. Rican J at the time, but we weren't like going at each other the way we are now.
Yeah, you wanted to suck his dick, but he wasn't willing to suck yours in return. I get it.
Oh my God! Like, do you see what I'm talking about? Daniel explained the situation. He pretty much, said everything that needed to be said, right? That I hashed things out with Charley. We had the conversation, this, that, and the other. There was certain thing, and I'll bring up the situation. When Charley brought up, he was saying some shit about God and about Easter, and I didn't agree with that. That was my last issue I had with Charley. It had nothing to do with wrestling. It had to do with Easter. It had to do with that. I'm thinking, wait a minute, no, like that shit ain't right, man. You're gonna cuss out God and religion and Easter and all this shit. Like, you're gonna talk shit like that. I found that wrong at the time. I found it wrong. So I addressed it, and I told Charley how I felt about it, and Charley told me how he felt about what I had to say, and this, that, and the other. But look how Will responds to it with a dick joke. Like, this is why, like, but he wants to talk about how other people need to grow up. Dude, shut the fuck up, man. You're a man. You're a man child. That's what you are. Daniel told you what happened, and what you do, you insult him. Like, oh fuck, man.
And you're talking shit now. The moment he left, like that just shows you.
The moment who left?
The moment
that you mute me, I had fucking valid counterpoints to everything you were saying, but you muted me like a fucking pussy.
Yeah, what a counter argument, a dick joke. Yeah, okay. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and show the screenshot that I'm gonna share for you guys, because Will's gonna go there and pretty much criticize me because after I made peace with Charley, I didn't take my videos down until after he died. But I found something interesting that I'm going to share for you guys. Alright, so here's the comment from Death Clock Armageddon. And for those of you who don't know, this is a group channel from Will's best friend Jesse. And, Will was a part of the channel, or he was a part of the channel. And a few other group of people, right? So this is on Robert's channel, because Robert still has the video on Charley up. So we had loads of fun Charley vids on our channel from when we feuded with him. If you want to check them out, we are at peace now, so we'll just sit back and watch this one. So you're going to criticize me for not putting away my Charley Rant King videos after he passed away, and yet you were literally on 5 years ago, after you made peace with him, going to another person's channel to let somebody know, hey, look, we got Charley Rant King videos too. If you want to go and watch them, even though we made peace with them, but here they are on our channel. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like you're gonna criticize me, and yeah, you dude, you're a walking contradiction. Yeah, that's you're a walking contradiction. You're gonna criticize me for not putting away my videos, and yet you literally were promoting videos after you made peace with them, or at least your friend was. You know, but the thing is, we are at peace, so we'll just sit back and watch. Like, who's we? Like, who's Jesse talking about? Is he talking about you and him? You know, Jesse and Will watching Robert's video? Is that who he's referring to? He's referring to you and him watching Robert's video on Charley after you made peace with him? I said, dude, who are you to judge me, bro? Who are you to judge me? Like, dude, you're such a walking contradiction. Like, that's what you are. You're a walking contradiction. And what's funny, again, and you're going to bring up how I trolled Charley, this, that, and the other, right? I'm sorry, I'm not the one who called him on the phone during WrestleMania, you know, harassing him. I don't know how you got his phone number. You know, either you doxed him or he gave it to you. I don't know. But either way, okay, so let's say you doxed him. You know, you're going to criticize me for, quote-unquote, trolling Charley. What was your issue with Charley, Will? What was your beef with Charley? You know, what did he do for you to get his information? If that's the case, I don't know if Will did dox Charley or his friend did, or you know, or Charley got his phone. I don't know, or he gave it to them. I don't know. But I'm assuming this is where you guys were beefing. So what did he do for you to go at him? And also, what issue did you have with Charley for even going at him at all? You want to criticize me, but what was your beef with Charley? What did he do for you to go at him like I did? Which, let's be honest, from what I hear, worse than I've ever done. You know, I don't know what exactly, but this was a comment I believe was on Dark Horse's one of Dark Horse's videos from months ago. And some troll account where it was on there saying that how Will was harassing Charley when he was alive and stuff. So who the fuck is he to talk? Apparently, you've done way worse than I ever did, because all I ever did was make videos. So, you know, you want to go by what a troll tells you. I'm going to go by what a troll tells me. Well, in this case, Dark Horse. And I'm going to read the comment. I'll believe it. You know? Since you want to believe in false shit, I'll believe in that. So, but either way, what was your beef with Charley? Why did you have issues with Charley? Like, did he do anything fucked up to the point where you had to go where you had to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all hypocrisy. That's what it is. It's all hypocrisy from this guy. But regardless of all that, right? Regardless of everything that's happened, one thing for a fact, I did a rest in peace video towards Charley Rant King. Ricky went to my comment section saying that he was grateful over the fact that you decided to put away your differences to pay respect to Charley, blah, 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 right? And Will went to my Grand Theft Auto San Andreas live stream, you know, saying that I did a good thing, you know, good for me for paying respects towards Charley. So all the shit that you motherfuckers are saying now, you weren't saying then. After he died and I left my video, you guys said what you said. Like, there's no denial about that. And you know, for those of you who you can go to those videos and you'll see the comments. So, if we're gonna be 100% real about this, they really have no reason to even criticize me at this point, because you left your comment. And I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I would think like if somebody that I've had issues with, somebody passes away, right, and then there's somebody that I've had issues with, went to my comment section and saying I did a good thing. That's me saying, you know what, everybody, let's just chill. Let's just chill and sit back, calm down. Whatever beef that we have, let's just calm shit down. That's what I give. Like if somebody who doesn't like me per se goes and leaves a comment like that, I'm gonna think, okay, whatever issues we have doesn't matter because somebody passed away, and let's just let it be what it is. Now months later, all you motherfuckers, oh, he didn't respect Charlie. Oh, he's pretending like he never had issue. I never said I never pretended like we were friends. I never pretended that we got along majority of the time. The only time we did was when we made peace. And I left him alone. It was what it was. Charlie went his own way. And this was in mid-2020, right? And when did Charlie pass away? December of 2021? So late 2021? We squashed our beef in mid-2020. So I wasn't doing shit to Charlie. And that was my only video that year in 2020. I made multiples in 2020 or 2019. But that was my only Charlie video in 2020. And then after that, I just decided to, leave him alone, right? So I didn't do anything to Charlie. Like you guys pretend. For one, you guys pretend like you don't do shit wrong and that you ain't fucked up. You didn't do no fucked up shit. Like get the fuck out of here, bro. Like Ricky, you Will and Ricky, like you guys are the most I'll include next time too. You guys are the three most bipolar motherfuckers I've ever come across from this damn website. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys had your issues with Charlie ranking too, not next time. But Ricky and Will, you guys had your issues with Charlie too. And apparently, Will, you did worse to Charlie than me and Ricky combined, apparently. So what the fuck? But regardless, it was what it was. Like Chase said on Daniel's live stream, Will or Charlie and Mr. Rick and Jay, they made peace. They talked things out. It is what it is. And that's what happened. Regardless, if I still had the videos up, I did leave Charlie alone. I did leave Charlie alone. It is what it is, though. And this is my last message to Ricky because I know he's gonna watch, and most likely he's gonna go to Will's live stream after my video is posted because this is the same thing that he did a couple of weeks ago. He went to his live stream, started twisting my shit. And what's funny, Ricky, how about you put the video that you did on me and Will when you were criticizing the both of us? How about you put that video back up so Will could listen to the shit that you were saying about him? About what has he ever done? He's got anger issues. I find it ridiculous that he wants to beat up Negron just for trolling him. Like this is shit that you've actually said. You can't say that. You can't say that you didn't say that shit because you did. I'm not misquoting you. I'm not. This is what you said. Maybe not exactly what you said, but basically that's what you said. You said he had anger issues. You said, what has he ever done? He's got shitty wrestling opinions. Like this is shit that you've said. And if I'm wrong, put that video back up so Will could listen to that. Put the video back up if I'm wrong. But then you want to go on Will's live stream and beat up his ass and pretend like you're somebody else talking shit about me, talking shit to me. It's funny because, to the people who want to go and criticize others for even doing video responses and all this other shit, Like, it's easy for them to say it because they're the ones who perpetuate the bullshit. They're the ones who perpetuate the drama. But then, in their narcissistic heads, they want to put the blame back to you and put the blame on you. Oh, you did this years ago. You did that years ago. Blah, 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 blah. All this shit years ago. What have I done in 2023 to harass people and bother them and troll them? What have I done in 2023? What have I done? Not a single thing. I haven't done anything for Will to criticize me. I haven't done anything for Ricky to criticize me. Why? Because I made a sock account of Will, which you even said Ricky was ridiculous, and it's up like so. If you want to put that video back up, that's on you. That's on you, bro. But well, it's just so crazy. Like a grown ass man in his feelings, and you're gonna pretend like you are not, dude. You are. Because otherwise, you wouldn't bring me up as many times as you have bringing up past shit. You want to talk about how other people are mad and, oh, what's their problem with me? Blah, blah. You're the one talking. You're the one talking. You're the one talking shit about me. You're the one talking shit about Daniel. You're the one talking shit about Otaku. You're the one talking shit about Dark Horse. You're the one talking, bro. And all we're doing is responding. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. You know? It's easy to say that when you're the one talking shit, running your mouth. It's easy for these people to say that. So, anyways, it is what it is. Hopefully nothing else comes out of this. You know, if Ricky, I mean, regardless, even if I didn't mention him on this video, he still would have done it. He still would have done either a response or go to Will's live chat, regardless. Because I know his game at this point. So, Will, if you want to know who Ricky is, that's him. And if you want to go and put that video back up of you criticizing me and Will, go ahead and do that. So Will could listen to your criticisms of him. So I was going to go back, right? I was going to go back to the DCA channel to see if the video was still there because, you know, like I already showed already, you know, these guys, they still had Charley ranking videos on their DCA channel, you know? So like they've had it there, I'm assuming for years, because if you made peace with the guy and you still had videos of it, you know, the moment Charley died and they found out about it, they would delete the videos. So I went to go to the channel to see if the video was still there of, you know, Will calling Charley on the phone during WrestleMania, basically harassing him. And I go to the channel and I can't find the video. Wow, how about that? So basically your friend Jesse deleted the videos that you guys had on Charley on your channel. You deleted them after he passed away. Wow. You fucking hypocrite. You guys did the same fucking thing, or your friend did the same fucking thing. How crazy is that? But you want to criticize me for doing that exact same thing. But you know what's funny? I'm not gonna bring up names, but I could name a few people who still have Charley ranking videos of them doing videos on Charley, and those videos are still up. You know, I'm not gonna say the names. I mean, you guys can figure it out by yourself. You go and search it up for yourself, Charley ranking, and see what you can find. But there's other people who still people who have done Charley ranking videos. You know, I guess you could say Robert too, because, you know, clearly I'm showing you guys the screenshot. But there's a few other people, you know, a couple people that Will's cool with that still have videos, you know, on their channel of them going off on Charley. So if you're gonna judge me, you should judge them too. You know, it's that's what I'm saying, man. It's total fucking hypocrisy, man. But the thing is, you guys could do what you want on your channel. Delete videos or still have videos up. I don't care. Me personally, I don't care. But don't sit there and judge me when you have no room to talk. You have no room to talk.